So I'm bringing you guys a story today of 30-year-old Megan Morgan. This is Megan. This particular photo was a photo of her on January 21st when she was booked into Robeson County Jail in North Carolina. Now, Megan was booked in there for a child support thing. It was like a civil thing, and also for failing to appear for a hearing from a case that's almost 3 years old. She was in there for approximately 12 days. And during her time in there, she was severely beaten, staples in her head, bruises, just incident after incident over the course of 12 days. Now you guys are going to say, okay, well, things happen in the jail. Let me explain something to you. What this woman endured is on Robeson County Sheriff's Office or on their officers. And I'm going to tell you why, because the amount of security that they do have in the jails, there's no way that this occurred numerous times and they didn't know. Now, according to a statement from the family, these altercations, that there were officers there, officers allowed these altercations to occur, that Megan does have some mental illness stuff. And on top of all that, there are incidences where some of the staff may have also struck her and joined in on some of the abuse. Now, what you guys are going to see is a little graphic, so I'm going to give you guys a trigger warning, but these are the photos of Megan upon her release from Robeson County Jail. Now, the family put the photos up, and within hours, it got back to Robeson County, who then went ahead and made this statement right here. Robeson County Sheriff's Office is aware of the photographs of Megan Morgan that have been distributed via social media. The Robeson County Detention Center was made aware of the injuries on the day that they occurred. Morgan was offered medical treatment after each altercation that she was involved with other inmates. So far, through the investigation, there have not been any reports or evidence of physical assaults by the staff at the Robeson County Detention Center. The investigation is ongoing. Charges are likely. Under our system of justice, every person is presumed to be innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law. The information contained in this post is not intended to be an expression of opinion regarding guilt, the views and opinions, yada, yada, yada. According to some other media outlets, that there's going to be possible charges against some of the other inmates who did this. What strikes me about their statement is that they said after each altercation. So if you knew that she was in danger, if you knew this was happening multiple times and she had this extent of injuries, this young woman almost lost her life. And nothing was done to protect her. Nothing. Even moving her, which isn't fair to her, to be put into isolation, still would have protected her. But they failed to do anything. So yes, the family is correct when they say that they allowed this to happen. They continue to allow this to happen. So I'm hoping that there are body cam footages, because most of these corrections officers do carry them. I know that there's footage inside the jail. So let's see if Robeson County does the right thing and releases that footage to the family, because I'm hoping by this time that the family has retained some sort of legal counsel to go after them, because for the amount of things that she was in there for the reason she was in there, this is not okay. You don't get to do this. You don't get to allow this to happen to someone and there not be consequences, not only for the inmates that did that, but also for the officers who allowed this to happen. They said that she was offered medical after each altercation, but what about protection? Now remember, for those who are going to come on here and say, oh, you know, this kind of stuff happens, it does, but we're not just talking about one incident where a bunch of inmates were able to attack somebody before it was broken up by the staff. We're talking about multiple incidences. And again, there is accusations that the staff was also involved. And I want to go ahead and insert this little clip in here real quick, just to say that there are inmates who have publicly spoken, who were in the holding cell next to her, who heard officers go in there multiple times and say things to her, like specifically, one inmate said that she was told by an officer, "Do you want some more of this?" Now, the Robeson County is saying that they have nothing to sit here and say that they were involved. Again, release of any of the camera footage and different things like that are going to actually tell the truth. And I have a feeling that we're going to start seeing some layoffs, some disciplinary actions, and maybe even some charges in this against somebody more than just the other inmates. You guys share, spread this, like it, make this go out, because we do need some accountability. This family is really desperately asking that this story go out to everywhere, everyone, anyone who can make sure that there is accountability and that they actually get the answers that they deserve. This woman, Megan, deserves justice.